Now I'm gonna go have breakfast. So that's the house and that is where they arrange breakfast for me. So for today morning I'll be having some pork roti, dal and luni miris with some juice. The food is so damn good. I'm having one of the best food in this tour. Not every day you get to have a tea like this, bro. Wow. I feel so blessed to be here because this auntie over here, she takes care of me so well. I call her Amma. Like Amma in Sinhala means mom. So she makes me feel like I'm home. And the food that she makes, I feel like she makes it with so much of love. Even the tea, everything is so perfect here. I've got nothing to complain over here. It's like, it's windy. It's too windy. This is like the theme song of Solo Sri Lanka, because this song is in my head when I drive the bike. Yandrandram, Yandrandram Punnahe, Mudivilla Punnahe, Meendum Oru Thuli Parvaile Punnahe. Oh, Yennuyire, oh, Yennuyire, oh, Yennuyire, Yennuyire. Dim dim tanana, oh, this is called vibing, man. This is vibing. It's day 10 and I'm in Sigiriya and I'm about to go to the Pidurangala hike. So I'll be viewing the Sigiriya Rock on top of Pidurangala. And let's go now. It's 10:15. Let's go. Here is my sexy Rocco. I named it. It is the Rocco. So at times I pull this choke before I start in the morning, because when the engine becomes a bit cool, it's better you like pull out the choke in the morning before you start. Bismillah. Hey doggo, bye bye. Oh my god, I was about to fall. Did you see that? Did you see that? I mean, that's the adventure, but it's scary. I actually like freaked out. Am I going in the correct route? Where the grass is green, we're still alive. And it is revealing the lake close to my room with some moo. Okay, moo. You do not freak out. Into the black hole. Sing for my soul. Look, these people are getting vaccinated. So there's this board called Sigiriya Pidurangala and it says 3 kilometers this way, like this way. But there's no one here to ask whether if I could go in or not. Should I go in? Or should I just park the bike here? Just give it a shot. I'll be paying for the ride. I
Pidurangala යන්නේ කොහමද? මොනවද අයියේ? තව මෙතන කිලෝමීටරයක් වගේ තියෙන්නේ. ගිල වමට නේ. හරි, thank you. Look at this. Look at this. That's a cutie. That's a elephant. Elephant. Oh, there's a board over here saying Pidurangala. So you need to turn left from here. You know what? You get to see the rock from this road.
Can only give you my heart when the darkest clouds begin to part.
I think that is Pidurangala. That must be Pidurangala. Now here it says Sigiriya, you should go straight. Pidurangala, oh shit, there's a sign but it's not clear, but this is the turn. Hey, Pidurangala naginna thana metanada? Kotaninda naginne? I was checking if there are any coconut trees, and of course there are 2 coconut trees, and I'm a little bit afraid to park over here, but there is no other choice. So from the parking point, there's a way up. So once you come, you'll have to pass this temple. Also guys, I'm supposed to remove my shoes when I'm going until I pass the temple. Now that I have passed the temple, I'm wearing my shoes. Oh, I could have asked him whether he could take care of my helmet. That person was a little bit rude. Oh, it would have been much easier if I had kept my helmet. Don't get scraped.
Now the sun dies out, 'cause I can only give you my heart when the darkest clouds begin to part. I hope I see you on the other.
You need to bend like this. It's a very nice route. Okay, which way? I think this way. This is very confusing. Oh, my helmet. It knocked. This place is so confusing. You know, I'm a very lame person. I came on a hike without a water bottle. And I came not even halfway. And then I remembered, oh shit, you don't have water. And I'm thirsty. My throat is so dry. My dry is sore throat. None of them in the road. And then like so much of trees beside you. And it's a rocky road. And I saw something passing by at once. So, but nothing happens to you. Don't get scared. I just get afraid of like silly things. But I'll be like, no, I'm strong. I do not have to get scared. I can do it solo. Solo, 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 solo. And that's solo Sri Lanka for you. Brought to you by Wandering Mushto. Okay, I'm gonna continue hiking. I'm in this place where it looks like a bit flat. Oh, there are some locals. They're having lunch. Look at this. Oh, did I climb this farther? Oh, what's that mean? So what you see over here is the sleeping Buddha, and I think this is one of the longest sleeping Buddha statues. Look at the greenery. Okay, there's more. There is more. I'm never like this when I go and hike. I climb for hours, but when I ride continuously, and today is the 10th day, riding continuously, facing so much of challenges, getting injured, and then doing such a thing like this is of course challenging. This is some intense hike, man. I thought the route was actually ending from here.
Want the truth you're having down. But if I tell you now, the sun dies out. 'Cause I can only give you my heart. When the darkest clouds begin to part, I hope I see you on the other side. I know that I'll be paying for the ride into the black hole.
It was all worth it. It was all worth it. Yes! Welcome to the top of Pidurangala, where you get to see this magnificent beauty, Sigiriya Rock Fortress, in a whole different view. Damn, son. There is no wonder why this is called one of the wonders of the world. So this is rated as the 8th wonder of the world by UNESCO, and there's no doubt about it. Just sitting over here, having the Sigiriya Rock Fortress, one of the world's beautiful structure right in front of you, is pretty crazy. And that's what's amazing about this place. So I'm gonna get some pictures over here. Okay, so this was apparently built by the King Kashyapa during the ancient times, and apparently this was one of the greatest things that was built back then, and that is why we appreciate it. And this is one of the World Heritage Sites which was designated by UNESCO, and there's a lot more that you could see when you climb the rock. So today I came here to show you the rock from this end, because I've been there and many of you all must have gone there. So guys, it is 12:45 and I'm here. I've got to the bike and I'm gonna go to the room now. So it's 3 p.m. and I'm leaving the room now. I'm in Dambulla and I got my 9th seal. So I just came to the Yamaha center in Dambulla and I'm trying to get my bike serviced. Apparently when you ride a very rare bike in Sri Lanka, it's so hard for you to get a place to service it. This bike is a very rare bike. Even I haven't seen this bike at all, I mean, wherever I go. So, and that is why kind of everyone look at the bike and ask, what's the bike? And most of the time I get this question like, is it a foreign bike? And what's the model? What's the CC? And all these kinds of different questions. And how much does it cost? And things like that. The guy who checked the bike, he took off the stand and then he went out of balance. And he apparently was calling the other person over there to just hold the bike because he couldn't handle it all alone.
and that's how heavy this bike is. Just imagine the effort that I'm putting to handle this bike. I mean, I enjoy the ride. What I mean is when I go off-roading, the effort that I put to handle this bike is insane, because sometimes when I go off balance, getting it back to the balance is a big deal. So you need like really good like strength for that, and I'm kind of like used to it now, so okay. But at the beginning, yeah, when I was finding it a little bit tough, and that's really a beast, man. Alright, so the bike is done having a wash, and then I just oiled it, and apparently my horn was not working because this had loosened, so we just like tightened it properly. And apart from that, we also like had put some oil to the chain because I felt it was a little bit like, you know, rough. And apart from that, they just like had a ride and checked everything. Also, this part was a little bit loose, so we just tightened it. So apparently overall, what I did with the bike today was in the Yamaha center in Dambulla. I don't know, I love this bike, man. I love it so much. It looks like so very nice. It's so cute. Ooh, it's a beast, but it's cute. Anyhow, mashallah, I'm so glad that I was able to get it done. And now I'm heading to Matale. So we are almost getting close to Matale, and apparently there are like shops on the side of the road. They sell king coconut, corn, fruits and different stuff. And apparently the roads became smaller because halfway through Dambulla to Matale, the roads became smaller, and then I felt like, you know, these roads are getting a little bit steep, and there are so much of curves. So welcome to the hill city, guys, the Solo Sri Lanka tour, and this is day 10. There is one more nice thing that happened today. Apparently I just came right in front of Pizza Hut, and I just stopped, like, I mean, not in the parking, the road, and I was thinking, what am I going to do to book the room? And it's already 7 p.m. and it's dark, and I'm a little bit afraid because these towns are like small towns. I mean, Matale, it's somewhat a big town, but what I mean is the places where these rooms are, and I'm not a person who stays in the city, so it becomes way too dark, and like if the roads are not too clear, it's dangerous, and you're going with like so much of bags and things like that. Anyhow, so what happened was, like, basically I just like stopped in and then asked if they have dine-in, because I asked them because it was all empty. Like, as you see, it's like totally empty. No one is there. So basically I'm having this place for myself, and they allow me to dine in because I'm coming from far. Like, they just saw me like with all these bags and all. They admit that I'm going on like a long tour and I'm like tired and things like that. So they were like, we are not allowed to dine in. Like, I mean, we are not allowing dine-in customers, but that's fine. We can understand that you're going on a long ride, so that's fine. We'll just arrange it for you. And that's the type of people that you get in Sri Lanka. And that's the nicest thing about this country.